All right, YouTube. Thanks for tuning into the episode. You know what I'm saying? On this one today, me and the real homie Kid, we go ahead and we discuss the upcoming pay-per-view UFC 281, Adesanya versus Pereira. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, hope y'all enjoy. Tune in, enjoy the show. Remember, hit that like, subscribe, whatever. Only if you want to support, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you enjoy it, leave a comment, whatever. We just be doing this for fun, you know? All right, enjoy the show. Let's go. The Houston's doing good right now. You know what I'm saying? The Astros, they just won the World Series. You know, so
Bro, I'm working from home tomorrow because it's gonna be crazy. My job was telling me that you don't have to come in, so I'm working from home.
Yeah,
so I'm chilling. Yeah, because tomorrow's gonna be a huge parade, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. I saw that they even they closed down Aldi and ISD. They got the day off and everything. All the kids they get the school day off and all that.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be crazy. But no, yeah, they won yesterday. Did you even watch baseball, bro? I don't think you even watch baseball, do you?
No, I don't watch baseball.
Baseball guy.
Oh my god!
I'll be real with you. I don't watch baseball either. I just if the Astros are winning, bro. If they're in the World Series, I'll watch a couple games. But, dude, when you got the UFC, it's how do you even compare, bro?
Yeah, I know. Oh, no. Yeah, for real, but I'm happy for Houston though, nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Good. That's good. That's good at the Astros. They got the dub. They're the World Series champs. You know what I'm saying? I would have gone. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, let's go to the game. But I forgot.
You should honestly just to see the Houstonians, and they'll all know you, bro. They're probably your crowd too.
Bro, I know, it would have been cool. Yeah, for sure. It would have been tight. You know what I mean? But, it is good. It's tight but I just don't be watching baseball like that. You know what I mean? It's true what you said. Whenever you be seeing, MMA and stuff like that and watching the UFC, it's just bro, there's no other exciting sport like it. You know what I mean? Not to sound like a hardcore, nothing like that. I'm going to get my water real quick. Hold on. But, yeah, not to sound like a hardcore or something like that. But
so how's your weight going, by the way?
My weight's good, bro. Yeah. I'm ready to rock and roll. My weight's good, you know what I'm saying?
And the diet's dialed in or what? Oh, bro, you got a glass jug? The glass jug, bro.
Yeah, the glass jug, bro. You gotta stay hydrated, you know? They say prioritize hydration, the fundamentals, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you, bro. I got my gallon too, but mine's not a glass jug, bro.
Yeah, and the glass is good. It tastes a little bit more crystally, you know what I'm saying? It tastes cleaner like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, so your weight's good.
Yeah, my weight's good and everything like that, bro. I'm ready to fight, dude. Hey, just another day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just another day, another fight. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this since I was a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the old days, man. That's what was crazy. Because even in wrestling, when we were doing wrestling and you were trying to do your amateur fights, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when was your first amateur fight? Was it 16?
Yeah, I was 17. Well, that was the first amateur MMA fight. But yeah, the amateur Muay Thai fights, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was fighting I was 16 years old. Mm-hmm.
Dude, because I remember, I was legit just thinking of it, man, you were the first person to show me, MMA. Because I always think of that story, it's that Crow Cop thing, bro.
The Crow Cop one, I know, bro.
Yeah, bro, that fight was just, that's what got me into the UFC. That was, the first, MMA. And, back then, nobody was even talking about it. It was not really. It wasn't a big thing back then. But yeah, bro, those were the days back then.
It was, yeah. I remember we were in the garage chilling like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I was telling you hey, go watch these Crow Cop highlights, and then you check them out on YouTube and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And then those are those old school Pride highlights like that. And then Crow Cop had the highlight video of he's just head kicking everybody with the left high kick, bro.
What was the quote? It was left kick.
Yeah, it was right kick hospital, left kick cemetery. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro.
That is crazy. Yeah.
He's a legend, bro. He's a legend.
Bro, listen up. Okay, so dude, this weekend it's gonna be a big fight, bro. I really want to know who you think is gonna win. So we got UFC 281, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, you got the tabs. You got the tabs
bro,
on your computer, bro. Yeah. I'm glad that you came ready like this for the computer time. That's good, bro. For real.
Yeah,
this is solid, bro.
I got this stuff up right now, okay?
Bro, we got the full studio recording and everything like this, so professional.
Bro, they're gonna see our names: X Hadouken 93 and Deathman 137, bro.
We're crazy, bro. We're wilding right now. We're wilding.
Are you gonna be able to edit those out or what?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to edit it out and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, it's whatever.
All right, bro, for real, who do you think is gonna win? Like,
In the main event?
Yeah. Who do you got? I know you're a fighter, so it's kind of hard to play favorites and stuff. But I mean, I don't mind saying my piece.
All right, you go first then.
Okay, no. So, look, at the end of the day, I think Adesanya could, come out on top on this one, right? But what the thing I think about a lot is, it's like, I know it wasn't MMA, but Alex has his number. I mean, you fight twice and you lose twice. Even though the second fight, he was apparently did you see any of the fights by any chance? Have you watched any of them? I haven't watched any of them, but I mean, I've seen the highlights. But like what everybody's been saying, like just reading online and just seeing what people have been saying, that Israel was actually winning the fight, and it's just he just got Leon Edward.
He got caught. He gets caught at the very end. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
He just gets caught, but he was actually winning. And I don't know how fighters are, but like he's very confident. You know, Adesanya, bro.
I keep up with his YouTube channel. I've been seeing some of his videos from time to time.
Yeah, bro. Like he's like a weed, bro. So it's kind of cool. Like it's kind of like one of us kind of thing. But he's super confident. So that's why I think he could win. But like what I think about is like, dude, like at 12 o'clock at night when he's lying there, right? Like does he add? Like I want to know what those thoughts are about the fight. Like he's super confident, right? Like I don't know how fighters are, but like if it was me, like that's how I'd be. Like I'm gonna show confidence, but like at the end of the day, like do you actually think of that stuff? Like at the end, it's like, man, like is he just better than me or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like the game changer for me. It's like, man, if he does think like that, like does he really think that Alex Pereira has his number? So that's why I'm like, Alex Pereira could win, bro. Like you saw him fight Sean Strickland. But I mean, Sean Strickland is like, like this, bro.
yeah, he crazy, bro.
He's a crazy cat, bro.
I think the fight is gonna come down to who shows up that night and who fights the smarter fight to their game plan on that night.
Yeah.
And next Saturday.
Do you think anybody shoots?
Do I think anybody shoots for a takedown? I think. You know what? Actually, yeah, I do think we're going to see some grappling. I think we'll see some grappling.
You really think so? Okay.
I really do think we're going to see some grappling, bro. I mean, like, it's for the world title. You know what I'm saying? These are the two, like, best guys right now in middleweight, and this is at the highest level for all the marbles. This is for history. This is for the belt. You know what I'm saying? And they fought before in Muay Thai. This is an MMA fight, though, so that's because of the MMA fight. I think we're going to see some grappling. We'll probably see some grappling. Maybe we'll see some grappling from Israel because they fought in kickboxing before if he wants to mix it up. And then, like how I told you, like, the other day, too, or, I think that Pajeda training with Glover Teixeira in his camp and everything like that. I think that, I mean, they got to implement some type of grappling. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like, I mean, Israel's been doing it, what? He's 23-1 right now, right? Dude, he's been doing it for a minute, right? Like, I don't think you could, like, if Alex just started, he's 6-1. So it's like you started, like, probably a couple years ago. If you have, like, 10 years experience in jiu-jitsu in, like, 3 years, like, I feel like it's a night and day difference, right? Like, if you're, like, implementing any, like, wrestling, any sort of grappling, it's like, even though that Israel, is probably not the best, he's probably not the best at, like, grappling and stuff. But when it comes to a newbie who doesn't really know that much, and of course, he is a fighter, so I'm not calling him a straight newbie, but a guy who's newer to MMA, even though he's been doing, like, Muay Thai, like, I feel like Adesanya will have the upper hand, even though that he would be training with, like, Glover Teixeira and stuff, right?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I feel he's got more actual MMA experience.
Right?
Yeah,
exactly. So I feel like Adesanya, if somebody was going to initiate any sort of grapple, I feel like Adesanya would do it. Because I feel like he will, like let's say their striking are both, like, top tier right there. Like, and we're going down the list, like, I feel like when it comes to wrestling and jiu-jitsu, I feel like Adesanya has to be on the top part. So given that, it's like, why wouldn't you try to take him down, right? Like, unless ego, bro. Like, I mean, the guy got your number, you know? Like, he knocked you out. Like, he probably wants it back. And maybe that's why he's like, I'm not going to try to grapple. Like, I want to try to get that back. And that could go on his head. So it's like what their mindset could be. So if he is thinking of just retaining the title, I just want to win, I want to do this, he will implement grapple. That's what I think. But he is saying that, like, this is his toughest fight yet, and if he wants his number back, I think, just so people don't say, if he does listen to the audience and doesn't want to hear anything like, the noise, the social media noise, I feel like he wouldn't grapple, right? And he wants to, like, set a point. And he will stay up.
Make it a stand-up fight.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I see it. I don't know. I mean, I could be completely wrong. But it could be just like a straight, just like technical.
But who do you think? Who do you think is who you going for though? Who's your pick?
Adesanya. Adesanya for sure. Yeah.
Respect.
I got Adesanya, bro.
Respect. For sure.
I don't know. I mean, like, again, the only fights I saw with Pierre was like Sean Strickland one was the main one that I saw. And who did he fight before that? He fought like, I think, like, it says Bruno Silva.
Adesanya, if he keeps his defense on point and he doesn't get caught with a big punch, Adesanya by decision, 5 rounds, fighting a smart fight, technical fight, and then he the champ. He stays the champ by decision.
You think he'd be able to stay? I mean, they're both tall. That's the thing. Like, how do you fight like two tall people? It's like, I mean, I feel like they even each other out. Like, do you think he's more technical than Pierre?
Yeah,
like I don't know too much about Pierre. I just saw these fights, like, but he looks freaking amazing, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, he literally just goes for those knockout punches. Like this one, you know what I'm saying? He's a hard puncher, and that's why I was saying, bro, from just right here talking on the cam right now, if Pajeda wins, he's winning, I think, by knockout, because he lands a big punch on the chin, on the cranium, you know what I'm saying? For Adesanya, he wins by decision by keeping his defenses on point, not getting caught with anything, and picking him apart, fighting smart, and getting the points, getting the decision like this, you know what I'm saying? I think, too, sometimes whenever you're the champion, you have the advantage. Sometimes when you're the champion, you have the advantage if it goes to the scorecards, because sometimes I feel like the judges favor the champion when it goes to decision. If the rounds are close, if each round is close, sometimes they favor and give the champion the decision. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. If Adesanya doesn't get caught and they're going round for round, blow for blow, and Adesanya's defense is on point with his footwork, keeping his hands up, and he doesn't get caught, Adesanya wins the decision. That's my breakdown right there. Pajeda by knockout if it happens, but if not, the decision's gonna go to Adesanya.
I like that. The thing is, okay, do you believe in to be the champ, you gotta beat the champ? Do you believe in that? People don't like that.
People don't like that? Why do you think people don't like that one?
They don't like that one.
Yeah, because every time it goes to a close decision, it always goes to the champ or something like that. What is what you're saying? Like when they say like John Jones versus Dominic Reyes or something like that.
Bro, I was legit gonna bring it up right now.
I knew you were gonna bring that one up. Yeah, for sure. I know, because you're a big John Jones fan. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. I mean, you can't be a fan when he's the greatest. You know, it's kind of hard to say. You know, nobody's a fan of him.
Yeah. Look, John Jones, he's the greatest until he's going to have to fight Francis Ngannou, bro. That's what I'm saying on this YouTube video. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, did you see Francis Ngannou? Did you see how much he weighs? That boy's 293. Did you see Weili Zhang pick him up?
Yeah, I saw the video on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? He's a beast, bro. Yeah. Dude. And then, that's the co-main event that night, and you already know. I already just said already. Weili, she's going to win. She's going to win the title. Easily.
Why do you say that?
Dude, she's a monster, bro. And then just, she's so good. She's so technical. She's so fast. You know, she got so much better in this past year. Whenever she made she made some adjustments in her game. You know what I'm saying? That Joanna fight, she looked so dangerous. And then like she focused, she hungry. And then I said too, you know, obviously the Rose Carla fight, that was kind of a weird fight when Carla Esparza won the title. No offense to Esparza, but we know it's kind of like nothing too much happened in that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And I think
no,
that
for
Weili,
sure.
she's just way too aggressive. She's too aggressive and she's just too good. And I'm a fan of Weili, honestly, too. I'm a big fan. She was the first champion ever from China. And that's huge, bro. That's historic. So I want to see her get that victory, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Like, let's say, okay, so Carla Esparza, I mean, what's her expertise, right? Is wrestling. Dude, and Weili Zhang, after training with like Henry, because she's been training with Henry Cejudo, bro. Dude, and she looks freaking amazing, bro. So it's like, if you can negate her wrestling and not, like, because, you know, Rose was trying to stay away from her wrestling. That's why we had that weird battle, right? Because Rose was trying to stay on the outside, not trying to get too close for Carla to shoot on her. So it was just that's why it was, you know, pretty boring for the fans. But, I mean, Weili Zhang now, like she's like, come bring it, you know, dude. She's a beast. She's strong. She's like she can stay with like I think Carla Esparza with the wrestling. So she won't be scared. She won't be scared of like going in, dude. And she's a powerhouse, bro. She could throw hands. She could throw hands.
You saw it. She picked up Ngannou. She picked up Ngannou over his shoulders, bro. It's like 300 pounds, bro. And she's like, dude, she's monstrous, dude. She's so good, dude. She's so fast. She's so strong. She's so technical. Dude, Zhang Weili, bro. Dude, she's gonna do it, bro. She's gonna do it.
Zhang by just like freaking probably stoppage, honestly. I could see her just wailing on her, just being too much on her, and just like stopping the fight, just like TKO style.
Yeah. She was already the champion. Like Weili was already the champion of the world, and then like you know she had her matches with Thug Rose, and those were some good fights for Rose, you know what I mean? But then to see her bounce back and make all those improvements, you know what I'm saying? And then coming into that last fight with Joanna, that was monstrous, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, she's on a whole nother level. She's on a whole nother level now. You know what I'm saying?
Joanna was like a different girl when she came out the ring, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm glad Joanna retired after that fight, bro. She's a legend, and like you know. You know, obviously it's sad to see sometimes whenever the legends, they have to go out like that, you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, it's all love anyways. Like, dude, she made history in the sport. She's loved by fans all over the world. Joanna is awesome, you know what I'm saying?
She's goated for the women's division.
She's goated, bro. She is goated, bro. Like, she was the original strawweight queen, bro.
Bro, dude, she was like, I feel like after what's her name? Freaking who brought women's MMA to the UFC? Freaking Ronda Rousey, right? Dude, after her, it's like she was the face, I feel like, you know? She was the one because she was like, you know, that scare, like her walkouts, like, you know, her freaking stare downs, bro. Like she brought it to the fans too, you know?
True.
Yeah, so she was so for like the women's like division, bro, I feel like she was like, you know, she's up there with, you know, the GOATs.
She's a legend, bro, for sure. Like, I mean, she had such a violent style, and yeah, I to piggyback off what you said off of how after like there was Ronda, then there was Joanna, and then her style was just so like amazing and fan friendly and everything that she was just so violent like this, bro. Like, I can remember like you know being like a young 20-year-old, and then like watching some of Joanna's first title defenses. Like for example, one that comes to mind was whenever Joanna Jędrzejczyk fought against Penne, and then like man, she was just throwing those blistering combos. Or whenever Joanna had
dirty combo
Carla Esparza the first time, and then she was just winning with those standing TKOs, just having them on the fence and just like boom 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 boom, just throwing these like long freaking combinations on them, and just oh she those first memories of watching Joanna like that, bro. She's a monster.
Oh yeah, for sure. Joanna's
classic fights.
100%. All right, so now, bro. So we already know what's gonna be the fight of the night. Like we already know. Like that's what I'm calling, bro. Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler, bro. Like, dude, that is like that's honestly, I think that's my favorite fight. Like, yeah, Adesanya versus Pereira is like probably like one of the most important fights because it's like you want to see what Adesanya's gonna do, but like. Dude, fight of the night, I feel like hands down is going to be Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler.
Oh my goodness.
That is going to be a barn burner, bro. I mean, it feels like it's like Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje kind of thing, you know? Because these three guys just scrap. They just, they'll throw. They're in it.
Bro,
they're legit in it.
That is so crazy.
Dude,
There's certain fights that you just know that they're just like they're just gonna be barn burner of a fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
bro, this one's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. One of my favorite fights from Dustin Poirier is when he fought Dan Hooker. You know what I'm saying? And they went to war like that. And after that fight, and then even like when Dustin Poirier fought against Max Holloway, oh my goodness, bro. You know what I'm saying? War zone fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know how Max Holloway stood for those first 2 rounds versus Dustin Poirier, bro. But yeah, like they're both like, dude, Michael Chandler, I feel like he's probably the most explosive 55er on the roster.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah,
he's like legit a power. He's like a legit, like a ball of muscle.
Dude, that dude is so swole, man.
Disgusting. I mean, I was listening to somebody talk about Dustin Poirier not being like. I feel like they're saying that he's like on his tail end of his like road. After losing and stuff. I mean, he's saying he's never lost 2 in a row, so he's like, this is definitely gonna be a win for him. But they're just comparing the two. It's like, Dustin Poirier couldn't finish Hooker, right? But I mean, I feel like all that is like a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing, right? Like on a different night, anybody could beat somebody. But they're just talking about like how the power of Chandler is different than Dustin Poirier's. Because you saw what he did to Hooker in the first 50 seconds. Okay, so how do you see it going down? I feel like the most dangerous, I feel like you have to ride Michael Chandler away from the first round. Because he's just going to come out, especially if it's a 3-rounder. Bro, his explosion might be too much for Dustin Poirier. I feel like if Dustin Poirier could do it, he has to, just stay on the outside, leg kick him. Because, that was a thing on Michael Chandler. They're saying, his leg kicks, right? Being leg kicked a lot. And Dustin has dirty boxing, bro. So if he could just if he does it, play the game of Michael Chandler and get dirty like how Justin Gaethje does it with him, I feel like he could win it. But if it's a first round, I say Michael Chandler. If it's going 3 decisions, I feel like Dustin Poirier is dude, he's beautiful striking. He has beautiful striking. I love watching Dustin Poirier. So if it goes 3 rounds, I'm giving it to Dustin. Within the first, I'm giving it to Chandler just due to his explosion. Because I feel like Chandler could stop anybody in the first round.
But okay. I see you. That's a humble prediction. Me, how I feel about it.
Okay, go.
No, you good. Man, I think I'm a fan of both of them, you know what I'm saying? But right now, talking on this video, my pick is Michael Chandler. I think Michael Chandler's going to win, bro. I got Michael Chandler in the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's my pick. That's my personal pick. And I think I'm going with Michael Chandler on this one. Because he gave such a hardcore promo in his last fight, bro. Whenever he got that, he's riding the momentum of that freaking big victory, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. He's riding that momentum.
Dude,
of that front snap kick knockout he got, you know what I'm saying? And Tony Ferguson, a legend, bro. You know what I'm saying? It really breaks my heart every time, how that happened, like that one. You know what I mean? But it's all good. He had a good fight against Diaz, but Ferguson did. But back to Michael Chandler though. I think Michael Chandler, he's riding the momentum off of that big knockout, big win. He gave a very his promo was so energetic and just so full of life. It's he was just
dude, you could feel it. No, 100%, dude. It was like a WWE kind of outro, bro.
And he's good at that, bro. Exactly. It's very WWE. I love this quote. The quote, they say MMA, the UFC, especially the UFC, is always going to be a little bit WWE. You know what I mean?
You have to bring it, because it brings the fun of WWE, but the reality of MMA. That's the combination of it, right?
This is real gladiator things, bro. This is modern day gladiators, bro. Let's go. For real, for real.
So you got Michael Chandler. Do you see him winning all 3 rounds? Do you see a knockout, or you just see him winning all over the place?
I like disclaimer. I just say it with all respect, man. I mean, I'm just saying stuff on this camera. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that, look, I just think that, you know, I'll tell you what. Honestly, Dustin Poirier or Chandler, it's not going to the scorecards. The winner's going to be decided by knockout. So Chandler or Dustin Poirier, winner's going to happen by knockout. But if I got to pick one right here on camera, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just pick Michael Chandler, because he gave such a hardcore promo on the last fight, and I'm picking Michael Chandler because he the new blood. He good on the mic, and he hella explosive. He swole, and he gonna be looking for the knockout. And then that was the other thing I was even telling you about that too. That's why I said the other day when we were talking on the phone before we said, hey, we're gonna do this little podcast video, that I was telling you that, like, I think Michael Chandler, he might be the only one right now at 55 that could hang with Islam Makhachev, bro. That's what I was gonna tell you. You know Michael Chandler, because he's so swole and explosive and powerful, he the only one that can hang with Islam right now.
I still think he's too small for Islam, bro. Like, yeah, he's strong, he's a powerhouse, but that Dagestani, like, mountain, like, dad power he has, bro. I feel like I still think that he could be. I still think he'll be trouble for him. But I do think he's, like, if we looked at the roster, I feel like the most trouble that somebody can give him is a Michael Chandler. Dude, I'm telling you, his explosion is.
It is right. Michael Chandler, he's the toughest test at lightweight right now for Islam.
100%. I do think that. Dude, just because of his explosion. Explosion is a whole different thing, bro. If you can't hold somebody down, especially if that's your game plan, like, it's hard. Like, you know, it's going to be hard to keep somebody down that's so explosive. And especially if you get in those scrambles, if you get in those scrambles and you can get up from it, like, bro, I feel like, it could give Makhachev, you know, trouble. But and
then back on that real quick. That's another reason why, back on the 281 real quick. That's why I also picked Michael Chandler too over Poirier, because if I'm looking at the champion Islam, and then I see these two, who's gonna be fighting next. I just think too, like, if you really stylistically, Michael Chandler probably would have a better chance of fighting Islam. You know what I'm saying? Versus Dustin Poirier. I don't know, Dustin Poirier, and I love Dustin Poirier, but he already fought for the title so many times already. You know what I'm saying? And
I know
Michael Chandler, I think he's the new blood right now. He's the new blood right now in the division, and, like, he's got the wrestling credentials as well. Michael Chandler does, and he's explosive, bro. That's why I'm picking Michael Chandler in the fight. You know what I mean? But him versus Dustin Poirier.
Oliveira by TKO, right? Or is it knockout? That's probably knockout.
Say it again?
He lost to Dustin Poirier with knockout, right? Dude, like, and that's the thing. You saw him, like, during the Charles Oliveira fight, right? Dude, Charles had his back. Didn't he have his back? He was a rear naked choke.
Who are you talking about? You talking about Dustin Poirier versus Oliveira?
No. Michael Chandler versus Oliveira.
But no. Michael Chandler, he got hit with the left hook against Oliveira. Remember?
Yeah, he did, but didn't he also get into
then Oliveira finished him with the punches.
I swear I
remember
thought that he was...
because
Michael
Chandler drops Oliveira in the first round. Oliveira survives. Then in the second round, Oliveira comes back and hits him with a left hook. Boom! And then he finishes him with left hand.
Why did I think that there was a certain point where Michael Chandler was with Charles Oliveira having his back?
You were thinking of probably Dustin Poirier when he fought against Oliveira. Because when Oliveira fought Dustin Poirier, Dustin Poirier he got his back taken like that, and then Oliveira stuck in that rear naked choke like that.
Right. Yeah. So, dude, I think So if let's say Michael Chandler wins, right? You say that he fights for the belt?
No, I think no. I think that he's gonna be the one. He's gonna be next. He'll be next. But the fight that's happening first is Islam versus Volkanovski, though. You know what I'm saying? Because on my last YouTube video, that's what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I'll go ahead and I'll shine a little bit light on that too right now. Yeah, I think it's Volk versus Islam. The next one though, at lightweight. Yeah, that's the next one. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
they might as well do it already. They might as well do it already.
Right now. I mean, did you see, like, some of the stuff? Because Volk was asking for like Charles. No, it's on this time, right?
What?
To sign the fight. I think he was telling you.
Oh yeah, I saw like some little Instagram little things. You know what I'm saying? You see a little headline on Instagram or whatever. But
you're a homer to Volk, so you think he'd win, huh?
Of course, yeah. I'm going with Volkanovski. That's my pick. You know what I'm saying, for sure. And like I told you when we talked on the phone, but since we were here on camera, I said it before. I'll say it again. Volk, his keys to victory is going to be his speed, his cardio, his smarts. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously Islam's one of the best ever, bro. So it's like, but Volkanovski, to pull it off, he'll be one of the greatest ever in the history of ever, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, if Volk wins, right? Like, he has to be 100% perfect. Like I'm telling you, the thing is, the reason why I don't think he could win is just, he has a speed advantage, but we're fighting for 25 minutes, right? And the only way that he can win is by a ridiculous knockout. Does Volk have knockout power?
Yeah, he does. He's knocked people out. You know what I'm saying? He does. Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, recently,
and anybody can knock anybody out in MMA, bro. Right. Anybody can knock anyone out on any given day.
Yeah. So that's of course always there, right? But I'm just saying, 25 minutes. Yeah, you have speed, but Islam just needs to grab you once.
Yeah, I hear you.
I think Islam just needs to grab you once. Like, okay, first 2 rounds, okay, you stayed away, you're picking your shots, he can't grab you, and you're just playing the in and out movement. Okay, yeah, but when it comes to the 3rd round, you slip up one. That's what I'm saying. It just takes one mistake and it's done. Like, Alexander has to be 100% perfect, bro. He has to be 100% perfect to win this fight. But then if he does win, it's like one of the greatest things ever, right?
Right. But that's not until next year, so we're gonna have to wait on that one anyways. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. More of a breakdown on that one later.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, the next fight, Frankie Edgar versus Chris Gutierrez. We're still on the main card right now.
Yeah, my pick. I'm going Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar on that one. I want to see it. It's so tough though, because Gutierrez, he a tough fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be coming in with that striking game plan. He be coming in there with the punches and the low kicks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So Frankie Edgar, he's gonna have to fight the fight of his life. But he's a former champion of the world. He's one of my favorite fighters ever. I remember watching Frankie Edgar live on his trilogy fight against Gray Maynard at Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? I think that was my first UFC I ever went to. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that boy Tyler Flores. You know what I'm saying? He got his fucking ticket. Yeah. But yeah, so like Frankie Edgar, like he's been through the ringer. I know he's older now, man, and every time they say Father Time is undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the thing. Yeah.
This is it. He's at the end of his career. You know what I mean? This is his final fight, his last hoorah. And I really hope that Frankie Edgar could get the job done, bro. And if he's going to get the job done, I'll say this. If he's going to get the job done, I think, in my humble opinion, just talking on this YouTube video, I think that he's going to have to, find a way to use, he's going to have to use his full arsenal. This is it. It's your last fight. Use your boxing and use your grappling. And use that wrestling and use that cardio and use everything that he ever used to make him the legend that he is and make him the former champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to see Frankie Edgar get it. I want to see Frankie Edgar go out with a big dub, man. I really do.
Bro, I'm with you. I mean, Frankie Edgar, bro, legit legend, bro. Like, I'm telling you, that Gray Maynard, trilogy, that's, one of the best trilogies. Dude, the way he comes back, the strikes that he was taking in these fights, were legit, unreal. I think he was the first person that I saw actually had a granite chin, other than Big Country, because Big Country used to have that, he's known for that. But there was no way of putting Frankie Edgar out.
It's true.
And in those trilogies, you could 100% see it. His chin is crazy. And yeah, bro, I want him to win his last fight. I mean, even though this guy's on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 win streak right now.
Oh, bro, you good at this, man. I'm so glad that you came through. You actually got the computer out. You got the notes. Hey, this is good stuff, bro. This is real high level things you're doing right now, bro. This is good, bro. This is real good.
I got you, bro. Okay,
Thank you.
Don't worry. Yeah, and I'm saying, bro, he's on a 7-fight win streak. He has one draw within that time. So it's like, I mean, I don't know too much about Gutierrez. I did see that last fight where he got, where he fought. I don't even know the guy's name, but it was like a spinning back fist kind of thing. I saw the highlights of it.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy fight too because that was crazy. That was a banger of a fight, and then it was kind of a blood and guts fight, bro. And then he hit him with that spinning back fist, bro. That was crazy. Exactly. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough fight. I think kind of Frankie Edgar is the underdog in it, honestly, just because he's older. Gutierrez is on a streak, and he's the young fighter. You know what I'm saying? And so I know Frankie Edgar probably gonna be the underdog, but I'm still rooting for him. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, yeah. Who did Frankie Edgar's last fight was Chito Vera? Was that his last fight?
It was, bro. That's what I'm saying, man.
That's a tough fight to come back from, bro. Like those knockouts, bro. Like those change you, especially when you're that old, bro.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, bro. I mean, dude. Do you know how old Frankie Edgar is?
How old is he?
He's 41 years old, bro. Like
41.
Bro, and you're fighting on a light division, bro. Like, I'm telling you, the odds are not in his favor, bro.
Damn, bro, man.
And this guy, bro, like, he's
dangerous.
Dude, he's 2-6 of his last 8 fights. So he's won 2, and he's lost 6 in his last 8 fights. Mind you, he did fight, like, legit. Like, it's Max Holloway, Korean Zombie, Pedro Munoz, Corey Sandhagen, Chito Vera. So it's like, you're not losing to the bums. But, like, when you're fighting young cats that are coming up on a 7-fight win streak, they got the momentum coming with them.
Yeah, I know.
And they ain't stopping because you're 41 years old. Respecting their elders, bro. They ain't doing that.
Oh, my God. I know, bro. I do know what you're saying.
So, yeah, bro. Like, okay, odds-wise, I'd give it to Chris. Who I want to win is Frankie Edgar.
Yeah, me too.
It's kind of hard to, to stop that momentum from a young cat like that, bro. It's a tough fight for Frankie for his last fight. He did announce this is his last fight too, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, this is his last one. He's hanging up the gloves inside the octagon next weekend.
Yeah. All right, last fight. Well, it's the first fight on the main event. Dan Hooker versus Claudio Polaris. Do you know him?
Yeah. I'm gonna go on that one. I'm gonna go with the younger guy. I'm gonna go with Claudio.
Claudio?
This is kind of like a breakthrough fight for him, you know what I'm saying? Hooker, he's a veteran and he's a beast, you know what I'm saying? But they always do that, right? Where you got a young guy who's trying to get that breakthrough fight against a veteran, you know what I'm saying? And he's good, bro. So I'm gonna go with Claudio on that one.
Yeah, dude, I love Dan Hooker. I mean, he's with Adesanya's camp, and it sucks, bro, because dude, he's been in some fights, and I don't know if to be honest, I don't think he picks the smartest fights. He's one of those dogs that just say, "Hey, let me sign the contract," right? I feel like he's been doing.
You really? I'm gonna say, bro, it's hard. You can't even pick fights in the UFC to an extent, anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like,
you kind of just gotta sign the contract.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course. I'm not saying that, but I feel like when you have a name like Dan Hooker, can't you kind of pick who you want to fight?
I hear you.
I'm not saying you're a beginner fighter coming into the UFC trying to pick out your fights, right?
No, yeah, for sure. I hear you. Like he's actually got a name, and then he's a veteran in the lightweight division.
Every time, like, he's taking like short notice fights. He's been doing, like, I don't know. It's like he'll build up momentum and then he would just lose it. Because he fought, what's his name? Nusrat. He won that fight. And then he fought, like, Islam, like, super after it.
You did. You're right.
It's not, like, smart. Like, like, you're a badass for doing that. But, like, I feel like you got to kind of.
He did do good in that Nasrat fight, too, actually. The Nasrat fight was really good.
He did. And I was like, man, finally. Yeah, for sure.
And the Islam, I'm going to give him credit. Like, the Islam fight, I mean, bro, he got Kimura'd by Islam. Like, bro, but Makhachev, he's the champion. You know what I'm saying? So, like, okay, whatever, Yeah. But, he's riding momentum right now, like, coming in with doing training camp with Israel Adesanya and all them boys like that. You know what I'm saying? Dan Hooker's a veteran. He's been in the game for a long time. Yeah, he's had the wars, you know what I'm saying, with hella fighters, you know what I mean? He's had some blood and guts wars, you know what I'm saying? Like, he the veteran, and Claudio, he the young up-and-coming guy. It's going to be a tough fight. Hard for me to pick. I know I said Claudio, you know what I'm saying? But, Dan Hooker, he a monster too. You know what I'm saying?
Dan Hooker's coming off of 2 losses right now. He fought Arnold Allen, bro.
Oh yeah, okay.
He lost.
What's on the stats? What was Dan Hooker's most recent fight?
Arnold Allen,
that was at featherweight. That was at.
And then that's what. Yeah, exactly. So he's going back up.
Yeah, that weight cuts, that extra 10 pounds, bro, make a big difference, man. That extra 10 pounds is hard, dude. The weight, you know.
I already thought he was already too big for 155 too. I'm surprised he went down to 145. To be honest.
Yeah, I feel that. That's hard, bro. That's hard.
And then Claudio's like, he's on a 5-win streak right now. He fought your boy.
Yeah, he fought Clay Guida, and he got him with the knee bar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
he did.
That's what I'm saying. He's got high level grappling like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I can see right here, like he has a whole bunch of submissions on his record right now. He's a 12-2 fighter right now. So you know he might be 13-2 after this. But I feel bad for Dan Hooker, like I said, bro. I like Dan Hooker. Again, like who I think would win is probably Claudio, bro. Just again, momentum, bro. I feel like momentum is such a big game in this sport. Like I feel like mentally, right? Because like if you're on a 2-fight lose streak, bro, would that play a factor in your head?
I think I personally believe it depends on the fighter. It depends on the person. It depends on their personality and just how they deal with it. Honestly, that's what I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It's different from person to person, from fighter to fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go for Claudio. I want Hooker to win, but I just don't see him stopping. Like especially if it's going to the floor. I think his submissions are crazy, bro. He might catch him with something. So I'm going with Claudio.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, the young guy right there. Cool.
Yeah, bro.
Would you pull up? I'll do a quick pick real quick. Did you do you got the undercard?
Yeah, I got you. Right here, bro.
Run the quick picks on the undercard real quick.
Quick rundown. I got you. All right. So, I didn't even know he's fighting on the undercard right now. Okay, I see who else is on here. Bro, this is a stacked undercard. Why am I trying to skip this thing? I didn't even check it. Okay. We got Brad Riddell versus Renato Moicano, bro.
Dude, yeah, bro. Well, now I got Brad Riddell.
Okay, I got Riddell also, dude. That guy comes from freaking Tiger Muay Thai.
Yeah.
He's a
they all
coach
train together too, for sure.
Yeah, they all train together, dude. Yeah, I got him. I got Brad Riddell. You know what's so crazy that they put, and it was like a big story, but like when it first got announced, was Dominic Reyes versus Ryan Spann because it's on the freaking prelims, bro.
Okay, yeah. Bro, I got Ryan Spann. I got Ryan Spann in that one.
Dude. Okay, you got Ryan Spann. I'll go Dominic Reyes, dude. Okay. I like that he took a while off because he fought Yuri his last fight. Mm-hmm. Got totally messed up on it. He took his time off. I think that kind of helps with his recovery. But dude, before that he fought John Jones. You can't count this guy out, and you're putting him on the prelim card. I feel like that's kind of disrespectful a little bit. So all right, I'm not gonna try to disrespect him again and go for Ryan Spann like you. So I'm going with Dominic Reyes.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah. Whatever.
All right. Next, we got Aaron Blatchfield. Versus Meatball Molly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going Meatball Molly.
I'm going with Meatball Molly too, bro. She, dude, she's on a roll, bro. Dude, she's knocking girls out, bro.
And I want to see her keep rising, bro.
Dude, the fun part about watching fighters is their rise. Yeah, it's cool seeing them on top, but bro, watching them go up, like watching them feel the momentum, like watching Hamza, right? Like Chimaev. Just the hype. It's like you're like talking about like a legend. It's like the boogeyman, before they get to the top. So
for sure.
Molly's like another thing. She's knocking girls out, bro. It's like that's spinning back twist, bro.
Yeah, Molly. I'm going with Molly.
I go Molly, bro.
Right now.
I go Molly also. Next we got Andre Petrosky, bro.
I'm going Petrosky, bro. Petrosky.
Another momentum. We got another momentum.
Tough 29 alumni, baby. Let's go.
Honestly, he's fighting. Dude, this guy's pretty veteran. You know Wellington Truman, right?
Yeah. I know Wellington. Yeah. He's good. He's good.
Dude, he's good, bro.
But I gotta pick somebody. I'm gonna go with Petrosky, bro. Petrosky's on a roll. We were all in that house, you know. I remember in the house, Petrosky, he was kind of wild. I'm not even gonna lie. He was kind of wild in the house, you know what I'm saying?
Start a little drama here and there.
Yeah, it was all good. Honestly, at the end of it all, dude, everyone was giving each other hugs. And
honestly,
dabbing each other. It was a crazy house in there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Petrosky on a roll, so I'm rooting for him. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, Drew. Same. I got Petrosky. That guy's a beast, bro. He looks like a freaking Russian. He looks like a Russian monster too, but is he Russian? I don't even know if he's Russian.
I'm not. Nah, he born in the USA, I think.
I mean, Petrosky's kind of like, you know, lineage-wise, you know.
I feel you. I hear what you're saying because he got the big beard. I don't know.
Okay. All right. You want to go early prelims real quick?
We still got early prelims. I thought that was the first fight was Andre.
No, bro. There's still early prelims.
Oh yeah, give me one more quick pick. Yeah.
All right. So I know Udman Azaitar. Do you know him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's fighting Matt Frevola.
Okay, we got Frevola versus Azaitar. Man, that's tough. So
do you remember the story with Azaitar? What happened in Dubai with him?
Yeah, I remember what happened in Dubai. Like, dude, like somebody was like they broke the quarantine bubble.
Yeah, like he snuck something through his window, money. I don't know what it was. It's so weird, but like you remember when freaking Dana White was coming out saying that, like, dude, yeah, he's cut from the UFC, all this stuff, but he's back.
Yeah, they cut him from the UFC, but then they signed him like 2 weeks later. They still signed him back.
I know. I think he's a big name, bro. Like, he's very popular. Dude, that has like 1 million followers, bro. So it's like, you know, it's good for the promotion. I feel like, you know, they want to go. And he's 13-0, bro. Like, he's still good. He's power.
Yeah.
I'm going to be biased and go for him. So, yeah, I'm going Azaitar, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll counterpick you, and I'll go with Frevola because Frevola is from the East Coast. He's fighting in Madison Square Garden on the East Coast, and he's going to use the energy from the crowd to get the big underdog victory and defeat the undefeated Azaitar. Bless you.
He's going to grab that O from him, huh?
Yeah. Just because he's over there on the East Coast, I think that's why.
Hey, bro, home field advantage is big. Yeah, no, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, that's all the fights. I love it.
That's good, man. Dang, we did that full breakdown, bro.
Dude, I like that, man.
That was good, man. We killed that. We killed that.
Okay, cool. I think we should be good, bro. I think that's good enough, right?
I think that's good right there, too. Oh, but just before we finish it off, you told me you were going to tell me your opinion on the Jake Paul Anderson Silva.
Oh, yeah. Let's throw this little...
you got to throw that in.
Okay, so give me your thoughts. What do you think of Jake Paul?
What did I think about it, man? Like...
Okay. Yeah, you go before I start criticizing you. Go.
For me...
Yeah. Go.
I mean, I was sad that Anderson Silva won. Or I was sad that Anderson Silva lost. You know what I'm saying? And... you know, but I was like, man, you got to respect Jake Paul for taking the fight. And I was shocked that he dropped Anderson in the final round, bro. Like, he dropped him in the final round. And I was like, okay, you got to respect that punch, bro. Like, he literally dropped him, bro. That was crazy, man. I was going for Anderson, obviously. Yeah, I thought, like, if I would have picked, and when I was thinking in my head I was like, okay, Anderson. In my head, I was thinking Anderson was going to just clown him and school him and knock him out, blah, blah, blah. That's what I was thinking, bro. But Jake Paul, he came in there and he's been training. You could tell he's been training and working on his moves, you know what I'm saying? So he was in there boxing with Anderson, you know what I'm saying? And then he did drop him in that last round. That was crazy. But I was going for Anderson. I was heartbroken a little bit, real talk.
You know, I mean, of course, if you're an MMA fan, of course you're going to be heartbroken about that. But, I mean, the thing is, he's not a YouTuber. This guy's not a YouTuber. You can't
real quick, too. Let me tell you another thing, though. Hold up. One more thing, too, that I'm going to tell you.
Go.
You know, like, it's hard for me to, you know, when I was watching it, too, I was watching it on a stream. You know what I'm saying? You know?
That's funny.
So like, the stream was cutting in and out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So like, it was kind of choppy. So it was hard for me to kind of like see the play-by-play of like the punches that were landing. But like, you know, I don't know, as they were going round by round, showing the unofficial scorecards, it was looking like it was the unofficial scorecards were saying that Jake Paul was ahead in each round. You know what I'm saying? But it was looking like on this choppy stream I was watching, though, Anderson was he was pushing him, though. He was like coming forward more and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But Jake Paul still dropped him in the last round, bro. He got that knockdown.
Sealed the deal.
Like, that sealed the deal. He knocked him down.
Like,
you know
the thing is, going into the 8th round, I mean, you could either have Anderson Silva as 1-up or Jake Paul. But that knockdown sealed the deal, so that's why there's no like robbery or anything.
There's no robbery because he knocked him down.
He knocked him down. There's a 10-8. It's an automatic 10-8. Even though, let's say Anderson was up 3-4, right? It puts him up 2 now. You know, it puts Jake up 1. So even if you did score it like that, because it was close fights. But dude, I think Jake Paul's legit, bro. He's legit. You know, it's kind of. I mean, it's fair to say that we could stop hating on him a little bit more.
And
in the beginning.
You know what I really like about Jake Paul too? You know, I'll tell you again, like one thing that I could say that I whatever. Like one thing I'll tell you that I do really that I could really appreciate from Jake Paul. One thing that I really can appreciate is like the part where he'll be saying some good things though sometimes. Like the parts where he would say, "Hey man, he stepped up and he grinded it out. He worked hard and he believed in himself." You know what I'm saying? And he went in there with Anderson to go, bro. He doing this thing, bro. I was like, okay, I see what he doing, bro. You feel me?
He dude, 100%. It's like, dude, who would have thought 3 years ago he's gonna step in with Anderson Silva and actually win? Like, people are always calling on his BS, but, like, dude, imagine, you're 20 years old, bro. Let's say you're 19, 20 years old. You have all the money in the world. Let's be real. He has all the money in the world. Like, he does not need to think about money. And all you could do is get the best trainers, best nutritionists, like, best advice ever that you can, because you can afford it. And all you have to do is eat, sleep, and breathe. Boxing, right? And you really want to do the whole thing. I mean, yeah, like I feel like somebody's status like Jake Paul, but of course it's a mindset. It's not just because he has money he could do that, but like being able to take those fights and doing it. Who that's a boxer that's 5-0 fighters like Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley. Like, you can't hate on him. It's like
that one. I was hating on me personally. I was not a Jake Paul fan. I wasn't a Jake Paul fan. But I'm not gonna lie. Like after he had those feel good moments though. After who was his last fight? Who was the last fight that he fought?
Tyron Woodley, knockout.
Yeah, but after the fight, he did say some good words. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. And he'll do some meme things. Okay, you do some meme things. Okay, some memes and jokes. But he'll say some feel good stuff though. I remember he said some stuff about anti-bullying. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, respect. We be teaching the anti-bullying program too over at Gracie Barhouse Woodlands with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then in this most recent one, I did. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm a super fan of Jake Paul, but I really did respect what he did though, because he did step up against one of the legends. Yes, I was heartbroken that Anderson lost, but he did use the skill. You can see he been working hard. He put the skill together, and then the part we say, "Hey man, he really doing this," and he believing in himself. You know what I mean? He's doing things that no one's really doing right now like that, bro. He's doing something very like different, bro. It's kind of I'm like, oh, okay, it's kind of different. What he doing, bro? Nobody doing this, bro. Like he paving his own way like that. I was like, dang man, it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's so crazy because you're not going to see somebody do what Jake Paul's done before. I don't think you'll see that anytime soon. Because dude, I'm telling you, like 5th fight, you're fighting Anderson Silva and winning as a boxer.
And he fought an old Anderson Silva. Okay,
yeah.
He fought an old Anderson
Silva. That's 5-0. That's gonna fight Anderson Silva. Would you think he would win?
Say it again.
Any brand new fighter that's 5-0.
Bro, yeah, exactly. Because bro, going into the fight, I was going for Anderson, bro. And I was like, dang, exactly. He went in there toe to toe with him because I thought Anderson was gonna knock him out, just like Anderson knocked out Tito Ortiz. Anderson knocked Tito Ortiz out cold. You know what I'm saying? In the last fight like that, you know. And then Anderson was coming off a win over
Chavez Jr.
Yeah, he got a win over Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, dude, Anderson was looking legit. You know, I be watching his videos on Instagram and everything, his training videos, and like,
yeah, Jake Paul, he dropped him in that last round. That was crazy. Yeah. People were saying it was fixed. He stepped on his foot and it was fixed, bro. But it's like,
that's crazy, dude. There's so many different.
It's just conspiracy talk.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you can see the knockout, bro. You think Anderson's gonna take a fall for a person? Dude, Anderson's the most
outlandish. I get it.
Yeah, there's no do you ever see yourself taking money to just fall for somebody?
Right, exactly. You
wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Jake Paul, he got that win. He got the win like that, bro. It was legit, man.
Going in, I was like, man, if he fights Anderson Silva and beats him, I'm like, I don't know about Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz could do a number on him. But after watching that fight, I don't know if Nate Diaz could even. I don't think Nate Diaz could beat him, bro.
I'm gonna still go though. Like I said, I respect Jake Paul. He doing big things. But if they do that fight, and I think they will, I'm still gonna be going for Nate Diaz, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And MMA and alumni, bro. You gotta stick with your clan.
Of course.
But I'm saying if it's dude, if you're putting money on it, I'd put money on Jake Paul, bro. I'd put money on Jake Paul. And just what is he gonna do different than Anderson Silva did? I think Anderson Silva is better than him doing that stuff.
Yeah, but Anderson was a little bit older right now. You know what I'm saying? Nate Diaz, he literally just fought the other day in the UFC, got a big victory, rode off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? And Nate Diaz is still in his prime time right now. That's the fight they're gonna make, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. Maybe we'll see. But but Jake Paul, he'd be smart about picking how the fights are. He'd be smart about picking his fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, he has to give some sort of advantage to himself. So it's
This video recorder says I got 20 seconds left.
All right, bro. We'll wrap it up. All
right. That was good, man. Let's wrap it up.
That was really good, bro.
That was freaking solid. It says I got 10 seconds left on this recording.
All right, so where are you going to post this thing at?
I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro. Yeah,
I got 4 seconds. All right.
All right. I'll hit you up on FaceTime real quick just